Everybody, everyone, and welcome to Circle Sessions at Home, where we're going to be talking to people and watching some things that people have been doing during the quarantine. It's pretty fun. I'm really enjoying it. So, this is my dog, Mac. Circle Sessions at Home. Stay tuned.
I got dressed, and I'm super proud of myself for that.
I have drank more coffee than any human could ever consume.
Doing what I do, which is playing the guitar and singing.
Today, I get to do a fun thing, which is write a song.
Be well, be blessed.
Be happy, be healthy.
Everybody needs to mask up.
Hello, I'm Robert Earl Keane, and we're here at Snake Barn Ranch Studios during still, I guess, what we would call a partial quarantine. And during the quarantine, this is what we've been working on. Looks pretty good. That's some desert scene that we did a show with a few weeks ago, and some test work on some of our cameras. We're gonna get to see some of the things that I've done during the quarantine. One would be called, let's see, Summiting the Mountain with Mac. And this is the part where we go up the mountain. So begins our journey to the summit. During this quarantine, I invented a new drink. It's called Pink Moon over Gold Nugget. I'm here to show you how to make the Pink Moon over the Gold Nugget. And it's right here. We take some ice and here. Oh, well, that's not working. Whatever, okay? Okay, we take that, and then that's ice into this, and then this is King Street vodka, which I find is delightful. We're going to put a jigger of that in there. This is just a little bit of amaretto, just kind of give it that little amaretto sting that we like. This is a little bit of what's left over from the Gold Nugget mining right here. It goes just a tad of that right there, just like that. And then we take some of this juice here, right here, this midnight juice, which is delicious with anything. But with this drink, it's extraordinarily delicious. So we do about half and half. The drink is right there. So then we take this like this and throw it on the lots. What the heck, okay? All right, now we do this, and this cap doesn't really fit, so we hope it doesn't splash all over. We shake it up a little bit. Yes, sir. And then we put in the Gold Nugget right there. It's a piece of pineapple, Gold Nugget. And here's the Pink Moon on top of the Gold Nugget. Look at that, pretty close. You know? And then we like to just put a splash of club soda on top of that. Splash of club soda on top of that. Once again, the Pink Moon over the Gold Nugget right there. We stir it up just a hair. Try that out. It's very, very refreshing.
Hey y'all, I'm Taylor Lynn. My grandmother is Loretta Lynn, and my aunt is Crystal Gale. So, sort of the way that the family tree works, or not sort of, exactly the way the family trees works. But you know, sometimes when you redneck that family tree, can have a lot of different branches and a lot of twisted vines, and so you get confused as to follow how you do the family tree. Meemaw had my dad, Ernie, who married my mama. They had me. Meemaw has 6 kids. Meemaw and Crystal are sisters.
It's so good to see you. How have you been during the pandemic, during this COVID thing?
Well, I have been doing good. You know, of course, I want to get out and do things. I don't like the face mask at all. I mean, it ruins my makeup.
What is your favorite Opry memory?
Oh, well, of course, my favorite Opry memory is being inducted into the family. And, you know, Loretta was the one that brought me into the family, and it's just so special. I have felt like a part of the Opry for all these years. And
Oh, yes.
now I'm an official member.
That's right.
What does family mean to you?
Well, family means a whole lot to me in so many different ways. You know, family. I grew up with great parents. You know, they had great values. And, you know, I try to bring that to my family. And we come from a big family, as you know. And, you know, I know when I call anyone I haven't seen in a long time, they're going to be there for me, as you know, too.
That was great, right? You're perfect.
Well, thank you. You're great.
You are such a great, I love how you repeat the questions. Like, you know exactly what to do. That was awesome.
Then, after I talked to Aunt Crystal, I FaceTimed with Mimo, and this is what she had to say to y'all.
Hello, everybody. This is Loretta. And everybody needs to mask up. I'm going to.
I have been a singer since the time I could talk. I have always been out on the road with my grandmother. And I now travel with Conway Twitty's grandson, Trey Twitty, and we do a tribute. Well, Mimo says not to call it a tribute because she said she ain't dead yet. I also have a community center. Right now we've been getting together with the Black Lives Matter movement and trying to change our town, change our community, change the way people see each other and treat each other. I'm learning a little bit about white privilege and what racism really looks like and how it's still here. And that's been real eye-opening, and I'm really passionate about that. So in synopsis, what has quarantine looked like? I have drank more coffee than any human could ever consume. I have kissed all over my husband more than I have in the 7 years that we've been married. Looking at my little baby boys and just thanking God that I have this time with them, thanking God that I can still make music. And my Mimo is Loretta Lynn. How cool is that?
I've been doing online performances for several fundraisers. Doing a lot of songwriting. I'm not doing too much songwriting. And the writing is better because a lot of things to write about.
Very important to me to keep my online presence light and fun and hopefully encouraging.
So I'm here today getting to be a part of the rock and roll exhibit that people will get to experience when they take a tour of the Ryman. And it's exciting for me to be a part of this because some of my most incredible memories of playing anywhere in the world have been right here on this stage. So I get to be a part of kind of educating people as to the story of rock and roll here in this building. I think a lot of people that come in here expect they're going to see one thing, and this place has an incredible history that goes so far back to even before country music, bringing in incredible performers of a lot of different ilks, but they don't really realize that a lot of rock and roll has been played here. And it's a very important rock and roll besides myself. So it's really been a joy to be able to walk people through this tour and get to talk about Elvis and some of the earliest performers that sort of ushered in rock and roll.
Plan the launch of Circle, the word we used the most was community. Country music is first and foremost a community. The center of that community is the Opry. The Opry's been there for 95 years and has this wonderful authority. Opry has always been responsible to that community and has served that community. And that's really, really never been lost through all the hard times that it has seen. It has always brought that comfort. It has always brought that camaraderie. And it's amazing that we continue to be able to serve this community every Saturday night and bringing people together just as they have for almost 5,000 Saturday nights.
And now we're able to keep this tradition going during a pandemic, bringing the Opry each week to millions around the world in over 95 countries.
I was really interested to see what it was going to feel like to be in here without these pews full, and it's still magic.
An amazing thing that the Opry is doing here and keeping the show alive and the streak running. It's a historic honor to be a part of this.
My favorite song right now is Simmer by Hayley Williams.
Honestly, I think it's One of Them Girls by Lou Bryce. He just played it.
My favorite song right now is this girl, Gabby. She's a young lady. Her name's Gabby Barrett, and she sings a song, I Hope She Cheats. It's a really great song, and you know, that's the one that every time it comes on the radio, I turn it on.
If I were stuck on an island and only one album to play on repeat That's so tough. That's a very mean question. How am I gonna? Can it be a greatest hits? It would have to be Merle Haggard.
If I was stuck on a desert island and I could only have one album, it would be Ray Charles' Modern Sounds in Country and Western.
I have been obsessing over the new Caitlin Smith record. It's so good.
I'd have a Sade record if I was stuck on an album.
Hey everybody, my name is Becky Buller and I head up the Becky Buller Band. We play bluegrass and roots music. We're based out of the Nashville, Tennessee area. I'm also a songwriter and I'm so grateful that many of my songs have been recorded on award-winning records by Rhonda Vincent, the infamous String Dusters, the Traveling McCurries, the Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver, and many, many more. This has been a really challenging time for myself and the band and our families. 2020 was shaping up to be a really good year of touring for us. Now most of those dates have been postponed till 2021, and we're just trying to figure out how to work remotely. At the start of the lockdown, I was doing a whole lot of co-writing via Skype and the phone, was really enjoying that. But I'm also trying to finish a new record called Distance and Time. I swear we chose that title way before all this happened. We have released 2 singles during this time. In May, we released More Heart, Less Attack, which is a cover of a Need to Breathe song with a really timely message for right now. This is the most Jeff, my husband, and I have been together since we married 11 years ago. He's a talented musician in his own right, and although he doesn't play professionally, it's been wonderful getting to play more music with him during this time. We live in Manchester, Tennessee, just south of Nashville, and gratefully Coffee County has had very few cases of COVID, so we've felt comfortable doing some social distancing with our neighbors and our family. We are just so blessed to be surrounded by so much love. In the last couple months, I've gotten back into online teaching 2 days a week. I offer coaching on bluegrass fiddle, singing, and songwriting, and I'm really excited to be working with folks from Arkansas to Galilee, Israel, and all points in between. When schools closed in March, we had to try our hand at homeschooling our daughter, Romy.
I'm full of all kinds of fun facts about the great city of Nashville.
And I'm treasuring the extra time with her because she's not going to be little much longer.
Cookies.
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 We're making cookies.
Very important to me to keep my online presence light and fun and hopefully encouraging. I feel like it's my job to take people's minds off things for a little while, give them a respite. I want to do all I can to inspire folks to dig deep and be the best version of themselves and to go out and radiate hope and healing and light and love and positivity to everybody. Be well, be blessed, love God and love people, and we'll see you down the road real soon, y'all. Bye.
Hello, I'm Kevin Moe, and I'm here at home in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been working out. I've been working out with my trainer online. My wife and I are working out 3 days a week.
51.
And we walked the other 2 days, and we're getting in shape. She's looking pretty good. It's not working on me that well, but she's looking good. And I tell you what, being at home is a real blessing, because family really is number one. I'm here at home with, my family, my wife. Her name is Robbie, my son Carter, who's 13, and our dog Rudy. Crazy Rudy. He runs all over the place. If you've been to our house, he barks like crazy when you come to the door. Then he smiles at you when you walk in.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Carter. Happy birthday to you.
My son turned 13 during the pandemic, so we had a quarantine, T-E-N, birthday party with drive-by, walk-by people and everything. And then there's chores around the house. And if you're gonna stay home with family, you have to do things. You might have to paint something. You might have to help out with the rebuilding of the deck out there. You might have to wash a car. You might have to do some pressure washing, and I've done all of those things.
You even made a car with that. Look how clean our driveway's gonna be. So excited.
Then there's doing what I do, which is playing the guitar and singing. So I've been doing online performances for several fundraisers. Then there's, I gotta tell you, writing, songwriting, which is high on my list. I've done a lot of songwriting. I might have done too much songwriting because now I have all these songs to finish and record. So that's great about being at home. Yeah. And the writing is better because a lot of things to write about. We've got a lot of civil unrest, so it's appropriate to address those things in writing and address the humanity in those things. I really enjoyed visiting with you and coming into your home, and thank you for coming into mine. I'm Kevin Lowe. See you next time.
So making music during this crazy time right now has been really interesting. This actually used to be a laundry, but I had it converted into my vocal booth.
Yay! So it's finally 5 o'clock somewhere, actually right here in Nashville, Tennessee. So that means that it's officially cocktail time.
Bobby Bones here. This is Circle Network, the country music and lifestyle network that you've been waiting for. We're already in your city, so the question is, how do you find us? Well, it's simple. Go to circleplus.com, click How to Watch, and enter your zip code. We will tell you which digital channel we're on, how to rescan your TV to find it, if you'll need an antenna, and if Circle is available from your cable provider. So when you look for Circle, you'll find us. It'll be awesome. And when you do, trust me, our shows are kind of like potato chips. You won't be able to stop at just one.
It's Chrissy Metz. I am super excited to be making my Grand Ole Opry debut this Saturday night, July 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern. I am elated, I am honored, I am just humbled to be doing this. I've never thought that this would ever happen. I feel so grateful to be a part of such a legacy and to have stood on a stage that these incredible artists who I have revered for many years of my life have played is surreal. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I get on that stage. Let's just hope I can keep it together because it's going to be probably pretty emotional. And you can tune in to Circle TV and Dish Network at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'll see you there.
Opry, what's up? Come on in. Let me show you my studio. But first, this is my dog, Steva. Say hey. All right, here we go. So the studio is upstairs. I'm really lucky in that I get to have my studio at home with me. So whenever I want to work on some music, all I gotta do is head upstairs. So this is the studio. Let's start right here. And this is a little lounge area. Got the couch. You know where I feel like laying back, doing some chilling. I know this looks like it might be some artwork, but this is actually a custom built diffuser I had put in, and this helps ensure that the room sounds good when I'm working on the music. All right, over here, we got the wall of guitars. So I like to have a little bit of everything at my disposal when I'm working on the music. You never know what each song's gonna need. So we got acoustics, dobros, ukuleles, guitar-ales, mandolins, banjos, electrics, bass, and even a bouzouki. Got my trusty steel over here. This is the steel that's on pretty much every one of my songs. And then over here, we got the master desk right here. So this is headquarters for me, and this is where, I guess you would say, the magic happens. So all my little toys here, got my keyboard, got my beautiful barefoot speakers, and all my little gadgets for making the music. Okay, we got some more guitars over here, and this one right here is actually my favorite guitar. This is my 1947 Gibson LG2. I picked this up at Norman's in LA, and this is my baby right here. And in here, we got the vocal booth. This actually used to be a laundry, but I had it converted into my vocal booth because, hey, what's more important? That's right, getting them vocals. And over here, I got my trusty Sony C800. This is the microphone that I use on every one of my vocals that I cut. This is my favorite microphone, and a little bit of my special sauce that I like to put on it. So making music during this crazy time right now has been really interesting, but you know what? I'm all about figuring out the best way to make something happen, so we're making the best of it. It involves a lot of Zoom calls, obviously, you know, doing a lot of lives, and fortunately having the studio here and having my wife here with me, of course, you know, makes making music all that much easier during this tough time. So I'm staying busy, working on new music, and can't wait to get it out to y'all. All right, y'all, so I hope you enjoyed getting the tour of my studio. It's time for me to get back to work, but make sure you take care of yourselves, be happy, be healthy, and I'll see y'all soon, okay? All right, peace.
Hey, good morning, guys. This is Tammy Rogers, and I'm with the Steel Drivers. And I'm going to take you through just kind of what's been going on with me in an average day. A lot of you guys might remember me from my early years in town when I toured with Patty Loveless and Trisha Yearwood, and then went on to be part of Dead Reckoning Records with my great friends Kieran King, Kevin Welch, Harry Stinson, and Mike Henderson. So since 2005, I've been a founding member of the Steel Drivers. One thing that I have found about this whole lockdown is if I get up and get cleaned up, I feel a whole lot better. I found out pretty early on if I just laid around in my sweats or leggings and t-shirts that I just didn't feel like I had a day going. So next up, today, I get to do a fun thing, which is write a song. I am going to video chat with my good friend and very frequent co-writer, Tom Utes. There he is.
How's it going?
Hey, Tom. We're just gonna talk about some ideas and see how this songwriting thing goes. We've been writing a little bit this way. We've got, what, 5 or 6 tunes we've written
Yeah, at least.
this way?
I mean, after a while, you get used to it. It's not so bad.
It's not horrible. Yay! So it's finally 5 o'clock somewhere. Actually, right here in Nashville, Tennessee. So that means that it's officially cocktail time, and I'm gonna show you my favorite COVID cocktail, which would be a nice limey gin and tonic. Don't really measure things too much anymore because, you know, it's all gonna be good anyway, however it comes out. My Fever Tree tonic's my favorite tonic. It's really nice and fizzy. A nice fresh lime, and I have this great lime or citrus press. And I think if this music business thing doesn't come back for me, that I may have a career in bartending.
I don't know about y'all, but shout out to you if, you know, you've been putting makeup on and getting dressed. I will come out here and do a workout, and then I'll be super proud of myself and go back to the pantry right here and right here, but mostly there. Sometimes here, mostly there.
Welcome to Circle, a new home for country music, lifestyle, and the Grand Ole Opry. Step into the spotlight. Step into the circle. This is Circle.
It's going to be a great night at the Opry tonight.
Experience incredible and inspiring musical moments. Our authentic original shows share the fun and excitement of country living and lifestyle. Country plays here.
You know, there's a country girl that had a dream. She saw it come true.
Watch Circle's original series of shows.
Thanks for taking us on this tour.
Enjoy rare interviews and lifestyles of artists. Get that front row ticket at American Music Spotlight. Take a weekend trip to Nashville for the hot spots. Get behind the scenes with a backstage pass. Watch the legendary artist you love. Circle is driven by the passion of music, the artist, and the fans. Join us in the Circle.
Creating this project, I definitely wanted to take risk and kind of work with artists that I've always been a fan of and always dreamed of working with. Before quarantine, I was actually sitting around with Brad, Darius, and Tim, just playing around, playing songs, playing guitar, and then talked about actually doing something together. I was like, don't tell me that. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna hold you to it. So It meant a lot to me because it let me know that they respect what I'm doing as an artist. Because, you know, as an artist, you're not just going to go sing on anything, especially at the level of Darius Rucker, Charlie Pride, and things. So the fact that they would do a song with me means a lot, for sure.
We and Jimmy had been talking about doing a thing with Charlie. And I mean, the first time I heard the song, I went, yeah, I get it, man. And I'm just so proud to be on that record, you know, and it's such a great song, and Jimmy's such a great songwriter. So I love that kid, and nothing but up for him.
What is up, everybody? My name is Abby Anderson, and I'm gonna take you through an exciting day of my life. Super exciting, super busy around here, so I hope you're ready. Here we go. I've been at my fiance's place. I have one of those now. He lives down in Georgia, so we've been hanging out here. Bye, I love you so much. And I've learned there's like the fish are just kind of part of the life now, you know. I don't know how long those are gonna stay, but we will see. I mean, today I got dressed and I'm super proud of myself for that. I don't know about y'all, but shout out to you if, you know, you've been putting makeup on and getting dressed. I just had to remind my man that I am a girl and that I can kill it sometimes. This is where I spend most of my time, right here, and right here, but mostly there. Sometimes here, mostly there. This is literally the story of my life. I don't know how long these have been up here, but it's been a minute, and I legit was just wondering where all the coffee mugs were. There they are. On the rare occasion that I wake up with motivation, I will come out here and do a workout, and then I'll be super proud of myself and go back to the pantry because I have nothing else to do. So this is kind of my little workout space, yoga place. I don't even do yoga. I don't know why I said yoga, but whatever. Another one. One thing I have learned during this time is I shop when I'm bored. I go online and I buy stuff I don't need. I don't know why. We got some scooters. I don't know. All the kids in the neighborhood really love us, so they'll just come over and knock on the door and be like, can we ride the scooters? So that's been fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I ride them too, because they are really fun. This is where I hang out most days. You can tell because I got my journal and my books out there because I'm super emotional. I have to write it all out. So it's like a little tree house. It's super fun. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you are safe. I hope you are healthy. I hope you and your families are doing well. I miss seeing y'all's faces, and I hope we get out on the road real soon. Anyways, again, my name's Abby Anderson. I'll see y'all later.
I hope you've enjoyed the visit. We've had a lot of good times here at Circle Sessions in Hum, and we hope to see you the next time on the next episode.
It's the horses in the line, making that Detroit steel. Asphalt streets, roads in the fields. It's a loving handout. Somebody gets down on their luck. It's Friday night lights, fourth and goal, touchdown. A walk off homer, hear the roar of the crowd. Sad go a little deeper, where that going gets tough. Made in America, it's who we are. What we love is what we do. It's a heart full of pride, stars and stripes, red, white, and blue. It's standing your ground, not backing down. It's who we are, what we love, it's what we do. It's a heart full of pride, stars and stripes, red, white, and blue. It's standing your ground, not backing down and never giving up. Made in America. It's who we are, what we love, it's what we do. For the ones who died, stars and stripes, red, white, and blue. It's standing your ground, not backing down and never giving up. Made in America. Made in America. Made in America.
Getting us started off just about right here on Opry Live, that is Tracy Lawrence, everybody. Coming up a little later, a true angel of gospel music, CeCe Winans. And also taking the stage is Chrissy Metz. You may know her as Kate from the TV show This Is Us. We know her as an amazing singer who's making her Opry debut tonight. What's up, guys? I'm Bobby Bones. Welcome to Opry Live right here on Circle Network. You know, we made our Opry debut about 5 months ago as the new TV home of the Opry, and also a lot of other country music shows that you will swear were made just for you. So come on. Circle Network is in your city. Go to circleplus.com or your cable guide to find out where. If you're on Dish, you'll find the Opry on channel 102. Well, the Opry found this next guy June of 1998 when he made his debut here. Since then, he's had a significant impact on country music. Both Jason Aldean and Luke Bryan often cover his songs during their shows. A great guy, gives back to the community, but of course he won't tell you any of that. Here again is Tracy Lawrence.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tracy Lawrence, and I'm very honored to be here with Chrissy Metz and CeCe Winans tonight. It's a little bit strange being here at the Grand Ole Opry House with a lot of empty seats out there, but in my mind, I can see that you all are out there paying attention. You're loving and missing live country music, and that's why you're tuned in tonight. So I'm honored to be able to get to share the stage with some great artists tonight and play you some of my big hits over the years, and maybe even a brand new song a little bit later on in the show tonight. For all of our friends out there, here's called Find Out Who Your Friends Are. Your car up the side of the road, get stuck in a ditch way out in the middle of nowhere. Or get yourself in a bind, lose your shirt off your back, and ain't a floor, need a couch, need a bus fare. Oh, this is where the rubber meets the road. Oh, this is where the cream is gonna rise. This is what you really didn't know. Oh, this is where the truth don't lie. You find out who your friends are. Somebody's gonna drop everything, run out and crank up their car. Hit the gas, get that fast, and stop to think what's in it to me. It's way too far. They just show on up with their big old heart. You find out who your friends are. That's right. Everybody wants to slap your back, wants to shake your hand when you're up on top of that mountain. Let one of those rocks give away, then you slide back down, look up and say who's around there. This is where the road comes to an end. This is where the bandwagon stops. This is just one of those nights when a lot of folks jump off. You find out who your friends are. Somebody's gonna drop everything, run and crank up their car. Hit the gas, get that fast, never stop and think what's in it with me, or it's way too far. They just showed up with a big old heart. You find out who your friends are. When the water's high, when the weather's not so bad, when the well runs dry, who's gonna be there? Stop the thing, what's in it to me, or it's way too far. They just showed up with a big old heart. You find out who your friends are. Yeah, find out who your friends are. Run your car up the side of the road, get stuck in a ditch way out in the middle of nowhere, and I've been there. Or get yourself in a bind, lose your shirt off your back, need a floor, need a couch, need a bus fare, and I've been there, man, I've been there, oh, man, I've been there.
Tonight's Opry performance is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Let's get back to nature.
Well, hello, everyone out there. Welcome back to another amazing show here at the Grand Ole Opry. Tracy Lawrence kicking it off. I have basically had Find Out Who Your Friends Are in my head since I found out that he was going to be playing the Opry tonight. I'm so glad that he played that song. My name's Natalie Stovall, and it's so good to be here with you guys again. I host the live stream, and I'm going to explain why, because some of you were asking, why am I here? What am I doing here? And that's because the people that are watching this on their TVs or listening to the radio broadcast right now, they're at commercial. But on the live stream, we don't have commercials. We get to have a conversation, which is my favorite part because you guys are constantly commenting and letting me know where you're watching from, which is my favorite. We have already had people commenting about watching tonight from Canada, from Brazil, from Switzerland, here in the States, of course, too. But it's just so fun that you guys are commenting. And I love that you guys talk to each other, too. You don't just ask me questions. You actually give each other shout outs, which is so much fun. And for all of you that are familiar with Circle, Circle is an amazing network that started January 1st. And I'm a little bit partial to Circle because they do have a show that I host called The Southern Weekend. But they have all kinds of great programming, a lot of stuff based in country music, which we cannot get enough of. You've got Craig Morgan's, it's called Craig's World, and you get to see Craig Morgan's crazy lifestyle show. One of my personal favorites is Phil Vassar's Songs from the Cellar. I'm a huge Phil Vassar fan. I love his music. I've gotten to play with him a couple times, and he brings in other artists, and they have a really It's a really cool, it's almost like a Bluebird style where they tell stories behind the songs and they drink a lot of great wine. They're usually drinking wine. There's just all kinds of great programming. So you guys keep tuning into Circle, but I love that you're here on the live stream. And don't forget, if you're on Facebook, share, share, share. Tell everybody that you're watching the Grand Ole Opry tonight. It's going to be an amazing show. You've already seen Tracy Lawrence. We have Chrissy Metz's Opry debut. So much fun. And then CeCe Winans as well. But right now, I'm going to throw it back over to my good friend, Mr. Bobby Bones.
Welcome back to Opry Live. Did you ever have one of those friends who seemed to be too good at everything they did? And you wanted to hate them, but you just can't because they make so many people happy with their talent. Well, this next artist is kind of like that. She was a successful talent agent for 7 years. She's been an intense and versatile actress for 15 years. And as you're about to see, she's got a beautiful singing voice. Making her Opry debut tonight, here is Chrissy Metz.
Well, hey, y'all. It's Chrissy Metz. First time at the Grand Ole Opry and obviously my debut. So I just want to start with a song that we wrote a couple weeks ago that really means a lot to me, and I hope that it brings you some hope. So here's Better Than I Found It.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slow down, roll down the windows when I drive. And look up, wave hello to a stranger walking by. Hi, and call my mama from a parking lot and take a little more time to talk and let that guy who just cut me off get the last good spot. Well, hey, maybe I didn't move any mountains today, and that's okay, but I ain't gonna wake up tomorrow some kind of saint, but I can pray. You see, life ain't fair, and there ain't no way around it, but I'm gonna try to leave it better than I found it. And hearts break, and I'm still working on fixing mine. And mistakes, I'm still making them all the time. I wanna love like it won't hurt, and go all in when I ain't sure, and give without thinking about what I'll get in return. Well, hey, maybe I didn't move any mountains today, and that's okay, but I ain't gonna wake up tomorrow some kind of saint, but I can pray. You see, life ain't fair, and there ain't no way around it. I'm gonna try to leave it better than I found it. Better than I found it. Well, hey, maybe I didn't move any mountains today, and that's okay. And I ain't gonna wake up tomorrow some kind of say, but I can pray. You see, life ain't fair, and there ain't no way around it, but I'm gonna try to leave it better than I found
Thanks, guys. All right, okay. Well, that's over with. Woo! Wow, okay. Obviously, I'm elated to be here and very excited. So, this next song, I don't want to give it too much intro. I feel like it sort of tells the story itself. This is Actress.
I told him it's good to see you. I told her it's nice to meet you. I even said how much I liked her dress. And when she asked him how he knew me, a million memories came back to me. And all he said was I was just a friend. Well, thank God I'm an actress. He won't know what's on my mind. And even though I'm laughing, I ain't having a good time. And that's the real him happy. But for me, it's just a lie. And he won't ever know tonight. Oh, thank God I'm an actress. Thinking about that 3-day weekend, I ain't been back to NYC since, but I still got that picture in a drawer. I asked him if we last forever at that hotel in Tribeca. Guess I don't have to wonder anymore. Well, thank God I'm an actress, and he won't know what's on my mind. And even though I'm laughing, I ain't having a good time. And that's the real him happy, but for me it's just a lie. And he won't ever know tonight. Oh, thank God I'm an actress. So I catch my breath, I turn it on, and act like he ain't all I want. Wish there were cameras on me now, 'cause damn it, this would be my moment. Well, thank God I'm an actress. He won't know what's on my mind. And even though I'm laughing, I ain't having a good time. And that's the real him happy, but for me it's just a lie. And he won't ever know tonight. Thank God I'm an actress. Thank God I'm an actress.
You know, a little light one, a little light song. This next song is actually my current single, Talking to God. Gosh, is it a timely song? I think we're all sort of thinking about our loved ones, the ones that are still here and the ones that we have lost. And if I can just take an opportunity to say thank you to all the frontline workers, and all the sacrifice that you're making is just incredible. So we are thinking about you. This is Talking to God.
Catching up with an old friend, nothing too heavy, just checking in. How's it going? How's your mom and them? And for once he talked more than me. He said, I hear a lot about you around here. Yeah, I know it's been one of them years. I get it, man. You do the best you can, still wind up on your knees. I was talking to God last night about why things happen the way they do. Yeah, to shed a little light on why I'm going through what I'm going through. And everything under the sun, well, some get it all, and some people fall out of love. Yeah, I was talking to God last night. Your name came up. It still stings just a little bit. So many things I do different. I'm still learning the difference between moving on and forgiveness. I was talking to God last night about why things happen the way they do. Yeah, they shed a little light on why I'm going through what I'm going through. And everything under the sun, some get it all, and some people fall out of love. Yeah, I was talking to God last night, and your name came up. Your name came up. I hope you're doing all right. Hope you're doing just fine. Hope you think about me every once in a while. I was talking to God last night about why things happen the way they do. And yeah, he shed a little light on why I'm going through what I'm going through. And everything under the sun, well, some get it all, and some people fall out of love. Yeah, I was talking to God last night. Your name came up. I was talking to God last night. And your name came up. Your name came up. Thank you.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
Hello, Natalie Stovall here, hosting the live stream while TV and radio are on their commercial breaks. And how awesome was Chrissy Metz's debut? You guys were loving that there. So many of you were commenting and saying what a beautiful song, and that song needs to be #1. And I completely agree. And how fun it is for us all to get to share this experience. I mean, the debut at the Grand Ole Opry it's a bucket list moment. It doesn't matter if you're a country artist. I mean, obviously every country artist wants to stand on that stage, but every artist wants to stand on the Grand Ole Opry stage. So, so, so cool. And we have to say a big thank you, of course, to the people that make this live stream and make the Grand Ole Opry happen and able to be brought to you every single Saturday night. And our partners at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's are definitely our partners in crime that make this thing happen. They are so passionate about us all getting outdoors, and it is summertime, so we're all getting outdoors anyway and taking lots of photos. So when you do that and when you post them, hashtag back to nature with the number 2, hashtag back to nature, and tag either Bass Pro or Cabela's so that we can see all the fun things that you're up to, and we can stalk you a little bit and creep on those photos. I've been doing that. Lots of fishing photos. Still, y'all love catching fish out there. You have much better luck at that than I do. Probably because you've been shopping at Bass Pro Shops and getting all of your fishing gear. But you guys have been so sweet. I saw so many comments that I have to actually read a couple of them. But I wanted to say that it was so cool hearing Chrissy talk about her entire journey of even pursuing music in the first place, what a story she has. She didn't feel like she had the bravery to do that until she played Kate on This Is Us, and that was part of her storyline. So this is truly a moment where you see life imitating art, and now she feels confident enough to do that. But y'all are behind her 100%. Mary Greenwood says, what a beautiful song from a beautiful voice. Linda is the one that said, what a wonderful talent. This must be a #1 song very soon. And I agree, Linda. Mike Barron says, watching from California. What up, Mike? You guys, what an amazing show, and get ready for the next performance. But before we get there, I'm going to send it to Bobby Bones.
Welcome back to Opry Live. I'm Bobby Bones. I know what you're thinking. Bobby's going to tell me to get outside, but it's summer and it's hot out. I get it. But do what I do. Get out on the water or get up in the mountains. Either way, still great advice from our friends at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's to responsibly get outdoors. So go do it and post a photo of how you're getting outdoors using the hashtag #BackToNature and give us all a chance to see how much fun you're having this summer. All right, to the next artist. I don't even know how to describe her. To me, her voice is the sound of comfort. It seems every single note she sings is individually wrapped in hope and encouragement. And don't we all need that? Turn up your volume, fill your living room with the voice of CeCe Winans.
Hello, everyone. I'm CeCe Winans, and I'm so honored to be here. And this next song is a powerful song, something that we all need to experience. It's entitled Peace from God. 1, 2, 3, 4. When the night is dark, fire you had has lost its spark. Take a little peace from God. Take a little peace from God. Let it burn in your heart. When your land is dry, rain only falls from your eyes. Take a little peace from God. Take a little peace from God, and a river you'll find. It's yours for the taking, so just take a little peace from God. It's yours for the making, so just take a little peace from God. It's already given, so just take a little peace from God. He is right where you are. When your faith is weak, tossed by the waves of all you see, take a little peace from God. Just a little peace from God. He has more than you need. It's yours for the taking, so just take a little peace from God. It's yours for the making, so just take a little peace from God. It's already given, so just take a little peace from God. He is right where you are. Come on, y'all. It's yours for the taking, so just take a little peace from God. It's yours for the making, so just take a little peace from God. It's already given,
when the night is dark.
Thank you so much. God is so good. He's so good. Well, this next song is no stranger to this house. And it's a powerful song written by Chris Christopherson. And, you know, just being alive, just having your health and strength. When you think about not just the bad things you go through, but the things that God has already done for you. We all have to look up sometime and say, why me, Lord? Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you, or the kindness you've shown? Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am, and now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Try me, Lord, if you think there's a way I can try to repay all I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I can show someone else what I've been through myself on my way back to you. Yeah, Lord, help me, Jesus, I've wasted it, so help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus, I know what I am, and now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Try me, Lord, if you think there's a way I could try to repay all I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I can show someone else what I've been through myself on my way back to you. Yeah, Jesus, I've wasted it. Help me, Jesus, I know what I know what I am. I know what I am. Now that
My soul's in your hands.
Hallelujah. We need you, Lord. God is so good. What a great song. What a powerful song. Because even in the midst of uncertainties, even in the midst of the challenges and the trials that we're going through personally with our families, in our city, across the nation, and around the world, we all can still look up and say, why me, Lord? Because he's so good. And when you recognize the blessings in your life, when you're able to focus on those, even in the midst of the storm, you can't help but open up your alabaster box and worship Jesus.
The room grew still as she made her way to Jesus. She stumbled through the tears that made her blind. She felt such pain. Some spoke in anger, heard folks whisper, there's no place here for her kind. Still on she came through the shame that flushed her face, until at last she knelt before his feet. And though she spoke no words, everything she said was heard as she poured her love for the master from her box of alabaster. So I've come to pour my praise on him like oil from Mary's alabaster box. So don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears and I dry them with my hair. 'Cause you weren't there the night he found me. You did not feel what I felt when he wrapped his loving arms around me. And you don't know the cost, not of this oil in my alabaster box. No one knows what you've been through. I can't forget the way life used to be, 'cause I was a prisoner to the sin that had me bound. And I spent my days, I poured my life without measure into a little treasure box I thought I found, until the day when Jesus came to me and healed my soul with the wonder of his touch. So now I'm giving back to him all the praise he's worthy of. I've been forgiven, and that's why I love him so much. So I've come to pour my praise on him like oil from Mary's alabaster box. So don't be angry if I wash his feet with my tears and dry them with my hair. 'Cause you weren't there the night he found me. You did not feel what I felt when he wrapped his loving arms around me. And you don't know the cost, not of this oil. You don't know the cost of my praise.
this oil in my alabaster box.
Tonight's Opry performance is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Let's get back to nature.
The Holy Spirit is in the house. Every person, there's very few people here, but even everyone on the crew, everyone in the band just now was applauding. We all try not to because it sounds a little strange for those of you at home when there's not really an audience, but oh my word, that was incredible. That was just a masterclass in vocals, in being present in the moment. The Spirit is here. CeCe Winans is just, I've adored her for so long, and to be sitting in this room right now and having witnessed that is just incredible. She is the best-selling gospel artist of all time, and I think we all know why now. Well, I'm Natalie Stovall. I am here with you guys on the live stream. Thank you for joining me while TV and radio are at their commercial breaks. And we want to say a big thank you to Dish, because Dish is another way that you can watch the Grand Ole Opry every single Saturday night. You don't want to miss any of the moments. We've already had so many incredible ones tonight. But if you are a Dish subscriber, just go to channel 102. And if you want to find out a little more information, then go to dish.com/OpryLive, and you can find out all the different ways that you can view the Grand Ole Opry every single Saturday night. Okay, y'all know that at Circle, we have been playing a lot of quizzes lately. We've been playing some games and taking quizzes, and the last couple weeks we've been doing the Which Opry Star Are You Most Like? Well, this week we got a new one up, and it is Which Garth Brooks song are you most like? It was so fun to take the quiz. I was surprised. I thought I was going to get a different answer, but I'm going to tell you guys how you can go do that. If you go to circleplus.com and you click on Fan Central at the top, and then you go to All Access, you can find it. Now, I took the quiz and I got unanswered prayers, which seems extremely appropriate in my time in life right now, joining Runaway June in the middle of a world pandemic. It's so crazy, but I actually put this up on my Instagram as well with the link, so you can just click on the link. But right now, we got to get back to this amazing show, and I'm going to send it back to my good friend, Mr. Bobby Bones.
Welcome back to Opry Live. You know, there's a lot to be impressed with about this next artist, and I could cite all of his music accomplishments. I mean, #1 singles, gold records, touring, on and on. But what I admire most about this guy is that he takes care of others. Did you know for the last 14 years, he's been cooking over 7,500 pounds of turkey every single Thanksgiving and then giving them away to the homeless and underserved. I feel pretty small when I'm near him, but I'm glad to be near him right now. Once again, here is Tracy Lawrence.
It's always such an honor to be here and to share the stage with all these wonderful musicians and the great artists that walk across here. And I know all of you folks out there at home would truly love to be here in the audience, and I'm sure we see you at all the different fairs and festivals and things this time of the year around the country. I know it's a scary time that we're in, but listening to CeCe just made me want to kind of lift it up and give it to the Lord and be thankful for all the wonderful blessings that we do have, and we will get past this. And in the words of Bobby Braddock, time will march on, goes like this. Sister cries out from her baby bed. Brother runs in, feathers on his head. Mama's in her room, learning how to sew. Dad is drinking beer, listening to the radio. Hank Williams sings Elijah and Dear John. And time marches on, time marches on. Sisters use a rouge and clear complexion soap. Brother's wearing beads and he smokes a lot of dope. Mama is depressed, barely makes a sound. Daddy's got a girlfriend in another town. Bob Dylan sings like a rolling stone, and time marches on, time marches on. The south moves north, the north moves south. A star is born, a star burns out. The only thing that stays the same is everything changes, everything changes. Play a little fiddle for me, Joe. Sister calls herself a sexy grandma. Brother's on a diet for high cholesterol. Mama's out of touch with reality. Daddy's in the ground beneath the maple tree as the angels sing an old Hank Williams song. Time marches on, time marches on. Time marches on, time marches on. Yeah, time marches on. Time marches on, yes it does.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
Doesn't that just feel like home when Tracy Lawrence is up there singing? I had to share this. I thought this was so cute that Diane, who's a psychic medium, says she loves Tracy Lawrence. His voice has a calming effect, and her favorite song is Paint Me a Birmingham. I very much hope that we get Paint Me a Birmingham tonight, Diane, but I agree with you. His voice does have quite the calming effect. You guys, how is it already almost the end of the show? This truly is the fastest hour of my week, and thank you once again for always tuning in. My name's Natalie Stovall. I love being able to host these live streams, and I'm glad that, you know, when TV and radio are at commercial, I get to be here having conversations with you guys. It has been such a pleasure. There's many, many more weeks to come, and even with the Opry House itself being empty, we're going to keep bringing the show to you every single Saturday night, and especially because our good friends at Bass Pro Shops are helping us out with that and encouraging us to get outdoors. And all you got to do, hashtag Back to Nature when you post those pictures of you with your families, whatever you're doing outside, all the fun things that you're doing this summer. Tag Cabela's, tag Bass Pro Shops, and hashtag Back to Nature. I also want to mention about the Opry Backstage Tours. They are up and running still. It's so fun that we have the ability to do that. We get to have smaller groups and wear masks and stay distanced, but it's a great way to experience the Grand Ole Opry. It's one of to me, it's one of the best ways that you get the feel of what it's like to be in this room because, I mean, being at the shows is amazing, but getting to experience backstage, that's something that is just so incredibly special. I also want to make sure that I mention about the Opry posters. I'm going to grab my trusty poster here, but we have the Opry posters that are unique to every single show. There's always a different group of artists, and we've got the one here with Tracy Lawrence, Chrissy Metz, CeCe Winans. And the best part about the Opry posters, if you go to the Opry.com website, just click on the shop and you can get them. And proceeds go to help benefit the Opry Trust, which is just another way that the Grand Ole Opry extends themselves to their family for country music. It helps out people that are in need. So you guys, we have an amazing show next week. Be sure and join us. But we've got just a little bit left. Sending it over to my good bud, Bobby.
Welcome back to Opry Live. What did I tell you? It's been a great show, right? Tracy Lawrence, Chrissy Metz, CeCe Winans. It just doesn't get better than that. Next week, just 3 words says it all. Rodney, Emmylou, and Vince. I don't have to tell you not to miss that one, right? Okay, before he gets to his truck and heads home, he's got just a little something special to leave you with. Once again, here is Tracy Lawrence. Good night, guys.
I want to tell you a little bit about our album that we've got out right now. I opened the show with Made in America, which is the title track off of my current record that's out. The next song that we're going to play for you is one of my favorite things. I wrote it with Carson Chamberlain and Wyatt McCubbin. I just love the message of it. It was before all of this pandemic and everything crazy started going on in our world. But I still think that we need a little cowboy hero every now and then to kind of come in and save the day. And I love the lyric to this song. It kind of speaks to where my head and heart's at right now. It's called When the Cowboy's Gone. It goes like this. There's always gonna be a bad guy with a black-toothed grin and a notched-up gun. You can bet there's gonna be a problem if you call the law when they're late showing up. When we can't see the cover through the dust on our Bible, what's next? Who's gonna ride in and save the day? Who's gonna throw that big John Wayne right over when it looks like everything's gone to hell? Tell me who. What we do is more walk and talk in the windshield out the rearview like some long-lost song. 'Cause this world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. There's always gonna be a fast horse, saddle cinched up tight and ready to go. There's always gonna be a stiff drink waiting in a town on down the road. When the dust cloud settles, can you tell me who's gonna stand up? Who's gonna ride in and save the day? Who's gonna throw that big John Wayne right over when it looks like everything's gone to hell? Tell me who. What we need is more walk and talk in the windshield out the rear view like some long-lost song. 'Cause this world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. When all hope is lost, at rise is another word. Who's gonna ride in and save the day? Who's gonna throw that big John Wayne right over when it looks like everything's gone to hell? Tell me who. What we need is more walk and talk in the windshield out the rear view like some long-lost song. 'Cause this world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. World's in trouble, world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. World's in trouble, world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. World's in trouble, world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. World's in trouble, world's in trouble when the cowboy's gone. It's time for Paint Me a Birmingham, boys. Let's do this thing.
He was sitting there, his brush in hand, painting waves as they danced upon the sand. With every stroke he brought to light the deep blue of the ocean against the morning sky. I asked him if he only painted ocean sea. He said for $20 I'll paint you anything. Could you paint me a Birmingham? Make it look just the way I planned. A little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing, cotton dress, make it early spring. Oh, wow, she'll be mine again. If you could paint me a Birmingham. He looked at me with knowing eyes and took a canvas from a bag there by his side. Picked up a brush and said to me, son, just where in this picture would you like to be? And I said, if there's any way you can, could you paint me back into her arms again? Could you paint me a Birmingham? Make it look just the way I planned. A little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing, cotton dress, make it early spring. Oh, wow, she'll be mine again. If you could paint me a Birmingham, paint me a Birmingham, make it look just the way I planned. A little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Put her there in the front yard swing, cotton dress, make it early spring. Oh, wow, she'll be mine again. If you could paint me a Birmingham, oh, paint me a Birmingham. Good night, everybody. We love you.
Welcome to Circle, a new home for country music, lifestyle, and the Grand Ole Opry. Step into the spotlight. Step into the circle. This is Circle.
It's going to be a great night at the Opry tonight.
Experience incredible and inspiring musical moments. Our authentic original shows share the fun and excitement of country living and lifestyle. Country plays here.
You know, there's a country girl that had a dream. She saw it come true.
Watch Circle's original series of shows.
Thanks for taking us on this tour.
Enjoy rare interviews and lifestyles of artists. Get that front row ticket at American Music Spotlight. Take a weekend trip to Nashville for the hot spots. Get behind the scenes with a backstage pass. Watch the legendary artist you love. Circle is driven by the passion of music, the artist, and the fans. Join us in the Circle.
executive Chef Garrett Pittler shares his secrets on how to make a tantalizing tater tot dish. Well, hi, Chef Garrett.
How's it going?
I just heard someone refer to Old Red as the swanky tonk.
The swanky tonk. So
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool because it really goes back to our whole thing about raising the bar on Broadway.
Yeah.
Is
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the high-class hillbilly.
The high-class hillbilly, right? I really wanted, from a culinary perspective, to be able to, have people come in and go, I really like eating at that place, but we also get to see awesome music. We've got great cocktails, and just want people to have fun, itching to have a little fun.
Well, we're on the lookout right now, the top floor. You're going to show us your take on a favorite staple, the tater tot.
So we're gonna be doing the tater tot poutine.
Ooh, okay.
Which is a blend of a little bit of a southern feel with tater tots and a little bit of where I come from in Buffalo with doing a little poutine play.
Okay, so poutine is gravy, is that right?
It's gravy and cheese curds, generally on French fries.
Ah.
And so we've upscaled it, kicked it up, and reversed it.
You are speaking my language.
You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's start with cheese curds.
Okay.
You got a spatula, we're just gonna throw a couple of nice cheese curds in there, and you want to just make sure that it kind of gets in between the tots. That way when we put the hot pork on there and we pour the hot gravy over, it melts and they kind of get all gooey and stick together,
Okay.
That's exactly what you want. So next we're gonna load up a little bit of pulled pork on there, and this is our house-made pulled pork. Smokes for 10 hours.
Wow.
And we do our own rub and just kind of, we just let it go. Then the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our gravy on top. So this is white gravy, wok gravy.
White gravy?
Wok gravy. And we just wanna
just
pour that over the top. We're gonna crank on our burner. I've got two different types of eggs here. I've got your normal farm brown egg. And then if you're a weirdo like me and you like extra yolk, here's a duck egg.
Oh, so that's the difference, is there's extra yolk in
There's
the
extra yolk. Well, that's bigger. It's a little bit bigger too,
Okay.
as you can see.
I didn't ever know that. That's amazing.
We're gonna crack it on a flat surface. Make sure you got a dent in it. And then you're gonna take your thumb and your middle finger. You're gonna put them together, and you're gonna pinch, and then open. Look at that.
I've always wanted to know how to do that. Thank you, Chef.
You just learned how. We're gonna hit it with a little pepper.
Ooh,
So who doesn't like a little pepper on your egg?
I love your pepper grind. It's cool.
And as you see, the egg's starting to come up to temperature. Looks like we're pretty close to there. So.
Perfection.
There's that. You didn't do bad.
Look at that.
Now we have to hit it with a little hot sauce.
Yes, please.
Who doesn't like hot sauce? Well, you do.
Well, I do, so that's a good thing.
There you go. And top with the green onions.
Yum.
That's a tater tot poutine.
This looks amazing, and now it's the moment of truth. Fork cheers.
Fork cheers.
Woo!
I always like to break the yolk first.
Unbelievable.
Happy food. Happy food,
This
happy
is
people.
comfort food, for sure.
Bobby Bones here. This is Circle Network, the country music and lifestyle network that you've been waiting for. We're already in your city, so the question is, how do you find us? Well, it's simple. Go to circleplus.com, click How to Watch, and enter your zip code. We will tell you which digital channel we're on, how to rescan your TV to find it, if you'll need an antenna, and if Circle is available from your cable provider. So when you look for Circle, you'll find us. It'll be awesome. And when you do, trust me, our shows are kind of like potato chips. You won't be able to stop at just one.
to learn what makes Cajun and Creole food so special from the man who literally wrote the book on the subject, award-winning chef John Foles.
Chef John, you're not just known here in Louisiana, you're known internationally for this type of cuisine. What does Louisiana taste like? How do you describe that to someone who hasn't experienced it yet?
I think what sets Louisiana apart from anybody else when it comes to cooking is just the passion of our cuisine. We love our food so much. We love our culture so much. And how does it taste? There's an explosion of flavor that you remember your family in the taste. If you're Italian, you're gonna find yourself. If you're Spanish, you're gonna find the heat. We're in the pot. We live it every single day.
Is this considered Cajun or Creole, or can you use those words interchangeably?
Cajun, very simple French, expelled from Canada, coming to Louisiana to try to put their families back together, lived in the swamplands. Creole, the intermarriage of all the Europeans, Africans, and Indians in New Orleans, and through that intermarriage created the mixtures of the Creoles. Now, I would think if you look at the two cuisines, one's very simple country, Creole is very aristocratic and European influenced. But I'll tell you what, I'd sit at either table. They're both pretty doggone good.
Chef John, we're here in New Orleans, in Louisiana, and we're gonna make a dish that's pretty common throughout the South. It's kind of like a scampi dish, but here in New Orleans, y'all make it a little different.
Yeah, we make it a little bit different. The world calls it scampi style. We call it New Orleans barbecue shrimp. Now, what we're gonna do on this barbecue shrimp and your scampi is we're gonna wait for our butter to bubble a little bit. Let's just talk about the ingredients. Okay. We have garlic here because in New Orleans, we always have garlic, right? And when you hear that start to simmer, you can take your garlic and throw it right on in there, right? I'm gonna throw a little bit of this in mine and you don't have it. This is andouille sausage. Smoke and spice goes into my barbecue shrimp. You with me?
Okay.
Okay, now you're gonna go ahead and put in your flour, okay? And you're gonna make just a little, we're gonna thicken up the roux a little bit. Now here's your big shrimp.
Okay.
Oh, y'all take a look at the shrimp here. Are you kidding me? Look at that, huh? Okay, now you see how the shrimp are starting to curl beautifully right there? Take your spoon, you can flip them over a little bit to kind of get some look how they're turning that beautiful pink color. Why is yours smelling so neutral and mine smells so good, huh?
Well, you do have one extra ingredient in there.
But just one. Now, Worcestershire sauce. Gonna put yours in like that. You got it? A little shrimp stock, same as you, right there, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay? A little bit hot sauce, not too much unless you like it hot and spicy. In Louisiana, we like that little kick. A little touch of lemon juice. New Orleans barbecue shrimp, scampi over here. Now I'm using a little oregano and a little, just a little rosemary in there. A pinch of salt, got that? Yeah. And a pinch of pepper. How's yours coming? I'm gonna take my beer, because this is barbecue shrimp and that's the main ingredient. Right there, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Go ahead and swirl that pan around a little bit. Go ahead and taste a little bit of mine.
Should I taste mine?
Come on, no, don't start backing up now. Just go ahead and taste it, huh? Wow, that's the right word. Wow. Okay. Now I'm gonna taste yours. I'm gonna taste yours. I think it tastes pretty doggone good, huh?
Thank you.
But not wow. I mean,
it's
not
wow. I can't believe one ingredient made all the difference between these two dishes. That may be the best takeaway from it.
Well, it just goes to show you that both dishes are spectacular. One's just New Orleans, and the only difference is that little bit of what makes us so regionally special. So, but anyway, yours is pretty good too.
Thank you.
Put on doing your next one, okay?
Done. Sold.